All right, we're rolling. It is January 14th, 2023. I'm here with my son, Boss Man Miller. Say hi, boss.
Hi.
All right, what we're going to do today, Boss and I are huge football fans. We're Steeler fans, diehard. He also roots for the Minnesota Vikings, the high-flying Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills, which is very cool. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to make our first round wild card playoff picks, and followed by next week, we'll go to the next round, the division round, and the championship round, then the ultimate Super Bowl pick. So what we're going to start off with, boss, give me the NFC teams first, who is playing today. San Francisco, Seattle, and Minnesota and the Giants, Tampa Bay and Dallas. Not just today, but the whole weekend. All right, so we got our little mini helmets there. We got Minnesota and the Giants. Great matchup. The Cowboys and the Buccaneers, and then we get our 49ers and our Seahawks. And the funny thing about the San Francisco 49ers is Boston's older sister, Lily, who is, 11? Yeah. She saw the SF on the helmet, and what did she call them?
State Farm.
The State Farm 49ers. So it's kind of cute, kind of funny. All right, so let's start off with the San Francisco-Seattle game. We got Mr. Irrelevant, last pick of the draft last year, Brock Purdy for the 49ers, starting at quarterback. Man, this kid, it's awesome. It's phenomenal. He's played really well. They got Christian McCaffrey halfway through the season, and he's a stud. Their defense with Bosa is amazing. But they are playing, one of my favorite stories of this season is Geno Smith. Guy has been around forever. He's finally put it all together, the mental with the physical. He's got heart, and I tell you what, I'm thinking this could be an upset pick here. These two teams are a huge rivalry. So let's start, boss, with your pick for the Niners and the Seahawks, which is in San Francisco. We just saw it on TV. It's been raining hard there. They got the tarp on the field. Thank goodness it's outside where football is supposed to be played. Okay, boss, what's your pick?
Yeah, I'm going with the upset.
Okay, you're going with the Seahawks. Daddy's going with the Seahawks. All right, so we got the Seahawks advancing against the State Farm 49ers. That's a joke. That's what Lily calls them.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're going to move on to the Giants and the Vikings. Now, I know Boston is a huge Justin Jefferson fan, and the guy is a stud. He's an amazing young man, great wide receiver. I like the Giants in this one. I like them in an upset because the Vikings, sometimes they don't show up to play. Sometimes Kirk Cousins looks a little lost out on the field, which is amazing. The guy's been around forever. But other times they can look like a world beater. And I like the Giants. I like Saquon Barkley. I like the Jones kid, Daniel Jones. So there's my upset. The Giants over the Vikings, and I guarantee you this little turd going to take the Vikings.
Yeah, because Justin Jefferson.
Any other reasons you're going to take the Vikings? Where they, where they're playing at, right?
Yeah, because they had an upset, not an upset. They came back and won versus Colts.
Oh, yeah, when they were
That
down,
was
30
crazy.
to nothing?
Yeah.
Wasn't that incredible? The Colts just gave that game away. I mean, not to take anything away from the Vikings in that comeback. I think it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
It
Thanksgiving.
was Thanksgiving Day when the
Yeah.
Vikings had that huge comeback. That was a strange, very strange game. Okay, so Boss Man taking Vikings. Daddy-O taking the Giants, the G-Men, one of my NFC teams I actually like to root for. And in the third game, we got Cowboys and the Buccaneers with old Tom Brady. Now, the Cowboys have a better record, but they have to go down to Tampa and play in Tampa because the Tampa Bay is the division winners. So, Boston. All right, boss man, who's your pick on this one?
Buccaneers. I like cow people.
The Cowboys. You know what? I'm taking the Buccaneers as well, just for the Tom Brady factor. I think they are a good team, and they've had a couple of times this year where they played really well, where they put it all together, and I think they might do that this weekend. A little redemption for them after a tough season, even though they made the playoffs and finished under 500. We got the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, man, I think he's a fantastic quarterback. They got some real talent on that team, but I think their weak link happens to be Mike McCarthy, their head coach. I believe that is their weak link. Yes, go ahead.
Well, I don't like the Dallas Cowboys, but I like the player number 7, Diggs.
Oh,
Trayvon Diggs.
okay, the defensive back. Okay. All right, so that is our week 1 picks, and we will be back next week with our division rounds.
Actually, I do AFC.
Boston.
Now to the playoffs, so the AFC.
All right, Boston, which one are we starting off with first? The Bolts Chargers against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, in this game, Jacksonville's come up out of the cellar to win the AFC South in the last week of the season against the Titans, which the Titans drafted what 8 in a row, and ended up with a losing record. So Jacksonville, Doug Peterson, the head coach, quarterback Trevor Lawrence, they're looking pretty good. I think San Diego goes in a little banged up, and I'm taking the Jags in this one. How about you? All right, so we got the Jags advancing. Bolts going over there with the rest of the AFC that's out of the playoffs. Our next game is going to be the Bengals and the Lamar Jackson-less Baltimore Ravens, because he's not playing for them. He's
and
out.
it's at Cincinnati, so I'm taking
You're taking the Bengals. Okay, who's their quarterback?
Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow, and who's the stud wide receiver?
Jamar Chase,
They went to college together at,
LSU.
which is in the SEC with Bama, right? I'm taking the Bengals as well. I think the Baltimore's got some things going on behind the scenes without Lamar Jackson being there. Don't think they're going to be able to do too much against the Bengals, and if they do, the Bengals will light them up. You cannot score the Bengals. At least Baltimore can. Our next game,
Dolphins. Give me Dolphins. How do you feel?
you taking the Dolphins with their 3rd string quarterback over the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. 2 is out. The other backup's out. Wow, okay. Boston with upset pick, Miami. I think Buffalo smokes them by at least 3 touchdowns. Buffalo's going to knock them out of the playoffs. If Tua was there, it could be a little bit different story. And we'll be back next week with our division picks.
Go Dolphins!